A very special welcome to the friends and family of Kayleigh McCoy and David Meisner. We come here this evening not to mark the start of a relationship, but to recognize a bond that already exists. On this day, Kayleigh and Dave will pledge their lives as one and commit themselves to each other forever. As Kayleigh and Dave proclaim their love and commitment to the world, we rejoice for them in the new life that they are about to begin. So who supports the decision of this woman to be married to this man?
Her mother and I.
You want to do the dress? This is all very important, you see. You ready?
Ready.
Kayleigh and Dave, there are no obligations on earth more sweet or tender than those you are about to assume. There are no vows more solemn than those you are about to make. May you see that your love is truly a gift, and may your love for each other be such that all will know of your deep commitment to each other. Please be seated. Now, each of us knows that marriage is not created by a law or a ceremony. Rather, it occurs in the hearts of two human beings. It grows out of loving, caring, and sharing ourselves with each other. And so it is that Kayleigh and Dave have connected their hearts and souls one to the other. And now you stand before this loving community of your family and friends, ready to acknowledge to the world, this is my beloved, the one with whom I choose to spend the rest of my life. So I ask you each this question. Dave, will you have Kayleigh to be your wife, to commit yourself completely to her and to her alone? And will you promise to love her, care for her, and stand by her through all that life may bring for as long as you both shall live?
I will.
And Kayleigh, will you have Dave to be your husband, to commit yourself completely to him and to him alone? And will you promise to love him, care for him, and stand by him through all that life may bring for as long as you both shall live?
I will.
So you know, Kayleigh and Dave, that this is the beginning of a new life for the two of you. It marks the commencement of new relationships with your families, your friends, and most especially to you. You now are taking into your care and keeping the happiness of the one person in the entire world that you love best. You are adding to your life not only the affection of each other, but also the companionship, the joy, and the responsibility of a deep trust. Marriage is the essence of all human relationships. It challenges us to be one of one accord without abandoning the truth of your individuality. It challenges you not to lose yourselves in one another, but to rather walk side by side, heading in the same direction. Now, each of you brings gifts to the other today, gifts of hope and laughter, seriousness of purpose, as well as sensitivity and recognition of the beautiful and the profound. Our feelings come alive at a wedding. There is an acute awareness that something special, something that goes to the very heart of life is about to happen. Something is born, brand new and tender. This something is a new relationship which must be nurtured and cared for, protected and cherished, challenged and strengthened. Well, Kayleigh and Dave, you are truly blessed because you have become each other's best friend. And together, you have blended into a wonderful team. And you are making a commitment to all gathered here this evening. Know that love is not just a feeling, but an action, a promise to go on greeting each other as you wake to each other every day, in every moment. Each time a slightly different person, but each time still the people who have made this commitment, who are renewing and projecting that commitment today with as much love and honesty and curiosity and care about and for each other as anyone can possibly bring to a relationship. Now, in just a moment, the two of you will exchange your vows. But before you do, as you are facing each other and holding each other's hands, allow me to conclude with the earnest hope that both of you will embrace as your own the words of the artist and poet Robert Sexton, who writes, "There is no moment of my life when you are not a part of me. You hold my heart. You guard my soul. You guide my dreams so tenderly, and if my will might be done, and all I long for could come true, with perfect joy I would choose to share eternity with you." So since it is your decision to marry, I ask you now to exchange the vows you have written. And Kayleigh, you told me you were going to go first.
No pressure.
All right. Dave. Well, I never thought I'd meet someone as fiercely competitive as I am, but I met my match, literally. I smile, thinking back to the days where we spent hours in intense board game competition, and although it might take me years of recovery before I ever play another round of mini golf with you, I vow to never lose our competitive spirit. All joking aside, our competitiveness has been a major driver of our success in our careers and life. I can't believe how much we've grown in the past almost 7 years together. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being my rock through it all. I wouldn't be where I am without your endless love, pep talks, guidance, and support. I'm also so insanely proud of you and how much you've grown as a person since I met you. Every part of your life has been on this unbelievably positive trajectory. Your career, your health, your beard, your style, your investments, your perspective. The list goes on and on. I'm so proud. At this point, the only thing that's on a negative trajectory is the New England Patriots. I wrote pause to be booed. But in all seriousness, you're an inspiration to me in so many ways, and I'm so excited to support your continued growth and celebrate your future success. I vow to always be your biggest cheerleader and supporter throughout life. These vows wouldn't be finalized without mentioning our shared sense of adventure. I will never forget when we jointly had exactly $2,500 in our bank account and decided it would be a great idea to go to Greece on a 7-day trip, all in, flights, hotels, 3 cities, multiple ferries, and food, and we made it happen. And that was just the beginning of our mutual obsession with seeing the world. From racing around the Giza pyramids at sunset on Arabian horses, from a wild New Year's Eve in Iceland to Africa in only a few days, I vow to never lose my sense of adventure. I can't wait for a lifetime of chipping away at seeing the world together. Finally, I must mention our fur babies. I was just hoping to meet someone who tolerated Luna, but instead you stole Luna's heart, and I've never seen a deeper love than the love between you and that dog. I'll never forget our first date. Our dogs, you and I came together, and it all just felt right. It was meant to be. Now there's nothing better than slow Sunday mornings with Naya and Luna cuddles, or long walks and hikes exploring together. I vow to always cherish and prioritize our family, whether it be fur babies, children, or all of the above one day. I also vow to continue rescuing and loving dogs, specifically beagles. It's in the vows, for the rest of my life. Dave, I knew I was going to marry you from the day that I met you. You're everything I ever wanted in a life partner. You make me laugh, you make me think, and above all, you make me happy, so happy. I'm so excited for all the adventures we have ahead. I vow to never stop loving you through the ups and the downs and the twists and the turns that life throws at us. I love you so much.
And tough act to follow, huh? Jeez. Said you weren't going sappy.
That wasn't exactly.
Whew. All right, my turn?
Your turn.
All right, well, I swear we did not do these together, but just like all the things
Great
we do,
minds.
they're all together, so. Kayleigh, I never would have imagined sitting on my couch on November 16th, 2016, motivating myself to not be lazy and actually go and meet up with you for drinks, that it would be my last first date. But driving home, I couldn't stop smiling, and I knew there was something different about you. Holy shit.
I thought it was gonna be me that cried.
Same. All right, here we go. We got this. All right. Within a couple of weeks, I knew I never wanted to be without you. And almost 7 years later, I still haven't stopped smiling. We've spent almost every day together since, and somehow you've put up with me enough to make it to today. I guess this is the life for you after all. But I don't think you had much of a choice since Luna chose me day one and would probably kill you in your sleep if you took her away from me. Yeah. You, me, Luna, and Naya, forming our little family has been the greatest blessing of my life. I try to think back on some of the defining moments of our relationship, but I realize there are way too many because we've done more cool things than I can even keep track of. From our first vacation together in Greece, 8 months into dating and broke, to the Blue Lagoon in Iceland, to Egypt in the Middle East last year, riding Arabian horses in the Sahara at sunset, and then buying our first townhome together 2 years in, still broke and not sure how we were going to afford it, to then moving to Charlotte a year and a half later from my job, leaving a place that we loved. We've taken a lot of leaps of faith together, both figuratively and literally, with skydiving, and I can't wait for more to come. You're the most competitive person I've ever met outside of myself, and even though you lose more often than I do, the competitiveness has been the backbone of our relationship in such a positive way. It's driven us to grow and succeed so far beyond what either of us would have imagined when we were sharing that one-bedroom apartment on Gorman Street in Raleigh. You've pushed me to become a better version of myself than I ever thought was possible, and I'm sure a good chunk of the people here would agree with that. You've shown me how to truly enjoy life to the fullest and helped me find passion and fulfillment in my career and my life, and I'm forever grateful for that. So with that, I vow to always be your biggest fan and supporter in everything you do. I vow to try to let you win every once in a while, even when you get cocky and celebrate early. I vow to forever be your travel buddy and continue to see the furthest points of the world with you on our many crazy adventures that we have planned. I vow to always remember and cherish the little moments too, like Fruitberry Street, DeVita, the It costume, and so many more. I vow to stick by you and help you through the hardest times, the same way I will through the best of times, no matter what. I vow to continue to never go to bed angry and always work through any disagreements like we always do. I vow to always help you grow and be the best version of yourself personally and professionally. And then last but not least, this is the big one. I vow to let you have one more beagle at some point in our life, even though we know it's gonna like me more. I love you so much, Kayleigh.
I love you too, especially after that. I love you. I'm not allowed to kiss you yet, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Not yet, no. Jake, may I have the rings, please?
No, hold on, I need to wipe my nose.
Want tissue?
No, we're good.
You good?
Yeah, I look good.
You're fine.
Thank you. These rings are a symbol of the unbroken circle of a healthy and abiding love. because these rings are made of precious metal, they also symbolize a love that is pure, priceless, and permanent. Within the safety and comfort of a true marriage, love freely given like these rings has no beginning and it has no end. So as you wear these rings, may they be a constant daily reminder of the vows you have just exchanged. So Dave, as you place this ring on Kayleigh's finger, please repeat after me. Kayleigh, I give you this ring
Kayleigh, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
And as I place it on your finger,
And as I place it on your finger,
I commit my heart and soul to you.
I commit my heart and soul to you.
I ask you to wear this ring
I ask you to wear this ring
as a reminder of the vows
as a reminder of the vows
we have spoken this day.
we have spoken this day.
Please. Ready? Dave, I give you this ring
Dave, Dave, I give you this ring. I was trying to figure out which one was your left hand. Dave, I give you this ring.
as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
As a symbol of my
my
love
love.
and faithfulness.
And as I place it on your finger,
And as I place it on your finger,
I commit my heart and soul to you.
I commit my heart and soul to you.
I ask you to wear this ring
I ask you to wear this ring
as a reminder of the vows
as a reminder of the vows
we have spoken this day.
we have spoken this day. Including one more people.
It's good enough.
Yeah, we got it.
So Kayleigh and Dave, may you always see and encourage the best in each other. May the challenges that life brings your way make your marriage even stronger. And may you always be each other's best friend and greatest love. From this day forward, may you live together in love, peace, and happiness. And may you grow each day in understanding and in compassion. So as you have given yourselves to each other by solemn vows and by the giving and receiving of rings, I now pronounce you husband and wife. And Dave, I invite you to seal those vows by kissing your beautiful wife.
Let's go! Oh my God. All right, left shoulder.
So let me introduce you. Okay?
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Meisner.